Hey, everybody, you're getting deep into the labs. And as I'm listening to your videos, I'm hearing some of the upcoming challenges that you're going to have. So, no matter what lab you're working on, whether it's self talk, whether it's concentration, motivation, no matter what that lab is, you are going to be working over the next few weeks to really retrain your brain. And that's basically what you've been doing all semester is you've been trying to incorporate this new habit into your life. And so my analogy for that, to kind of remind you of how hard that is to do, is a path in the woods. So every time that you are trying to build a new habit, you are training your brain. So I'm going to use the example of concentration for just a second. So as you're watching this video, if you even click play on the video, as you're watching it, what else are you doing? So a lot of times when we watch TV, we also have our phones out. Maybe you're working on your homework and you have your phone out. You've got two things going, music going. I just paused mine to turn this on so I could record. But we are always doing two things, and so what that does is it teaches our brain to want two things to do. So we can be sitting here trying to focus and start our homework, and then we get really frustrated at our brain. But what we've taught our brain to do is to need two things at once. And so, as we try to teach our brain that it is okay to do two things and it's okay to focus on just one, it's like walking through a path in the woods. So, you are actually rewiring your brain. You are connecting different neural pathways as you're building these new habits. And so, my example of this when I'm working with athletes and clients is that it's like building a new pathway in your brain. So if you're walking on this trail in the woods, like there's clearly a trail right there that you should be going on. That's your habits. That's what's easy for your brain. That's what it knows all the time is like that well worn trail. And when you are trying to incorporate a new habit into your life, some of you are working on self talk. So if you're trying to, convert that self talk, your brain is going to want to go down that negative pathway. And you have to work on building a new trail. So your process is like clearing out the weeds and the briars. If you were going to go, take one of these side trails and make a new one, that's a lot of work, right? Like you got to clean it out. You got to remember where it is. You have to go back. You have to do it over and over and over again until your brain comes to kind of that fork in the road and goes, this old way is kind of growing up. Like I'm more used to this new way. Let's do that. So don't be too hard on yourself. Be compassionate with yourself. Understand that it's going to take time and you're working on it. You're clearing the pathway. You're building that pathway every time you do that new habit. Okay.